There's not a day that goes by that I don't think about the little baby that I lost. Wondering what he would have grown up to be like if he had lived.
I understand the pain of losing a child, Eve. I just lost my own.
We don't have to talk about this anymore.
No, Eve, we need to. I want to talk about it.
I know what you're going to say, Grace,
Eve,
but I...
Listen to me, Eve. You shouldn't have to carry the weight of this pain all by yourself. I mean, to live in constant fear that your secret is going to be exposed. Trust me. Until you come clean with TC, this fear of your secret coming out is going to disrupt everything in your lives.
That's the second time that you've told me that. You seem so sure.
I can feel it. I can see it happening. If you don't tell TC the truth, your lives will be torn apart.
Grace, you don't understand.
I know that you're afraid of what TC will do because he doesn't like Julian.
Doesn't like Grace? TC despises Julian. If he ever found out that I was once involved with Julian, he'd kill Julian. There would be nothing that could stop him. He'd lose it, Grace. I know he would. If TC were to find out about my involvement with Julian, oh, God, he'd go ballistic.
You know, he might be more understanding than you think.
Grace, you know that TC has a terrible temper. I'm afraid that in a moment of just blind rage, he would just tear Julian apart. He'd do it, Grace. He'd kill him.
You don't mean that.
Oh, I do. It's horrible to think about. But I just know. It would ruin, destroy TC's life, all of our lives. No, I can't tell TC my secret, Grace. I can't let anyone in my family know about my past.
Secrets always have a way of coming out.
See, the way you say that, it's like you're trying to frighten me.
No, Eve, it's just that I know how terrible it is to find out the truth from someone else. It's devastating. If only Sam had told me about the past he had with Ivy, I would have been able to handle it so much easier.
But you know that he was only trying to protect you.
What I know is that I was betrayed by the man I loved, and I don't know if I will ever trust him again. That's a terrible thing to say, but it's how I feel. And I don't want to see my dear friend make the same mistake. If your secret, when your secret comes out, TC will be furious. But he would be much worse off knowing that you weren't forthright with him.
See, the way you talk about it, it's like you're predicting that it's gonna happen.
It will. I am certain of it.
Maybe you're right. I don't... Well, maybe I should tell TC about Julian.
It's the right thing to do, Eve. I mean, it's the only thing to do. If you want your love to last, you have to be honest with each other.
I think you're right, Grace. I think that I should tell TC about my past. I should tell him everything. Oh, dear God, no.
Are you insane? I was you locked up and put away forever.
TC, what happened?
What happened is a crazy black bastard tried to kill me. You'll forgive my unfortunate remark.
Oh, I will?
Yes, I was in shock. My comment, I didn't mean anything
Oh,
by it.
sure you did.
No, I'm trying to explain that.
Hey, look, it ain't the first time I come across a bigot. Damn sure won't be the last time.
TC, you just relax.
Are you okay, Daddy?
That bastard,
Daddy!
Julian.
Take a deep breath, honey.
I'll kill him.
Daddy! Now, I want you to calm down and tell me what happened.
I'll tell you what happened. He tried to murder me. He's insane. He's psychotic. I'm not through with you.
Please, no more!
He's totally out of control.
Tell me what happened.
I bumped into him, that's all. It was a harmless mistake. He went berserk and attacked me. A man like that shouldn't be allowed to coach children or even be around them. He should be incarcerated. You're finished. Coach, don't do this. Don't do this. Don't do it.
You stop it, Julian. Do you hear me? It's over. Back off. I mean it. Honey, let's go somewhere and we can talk about it and you can cool down and we'll get away from Julian.
I don't want to be within 50 feet of that scum.
Ditto that.
Honey, just give me a few minutes with your father, please. All right. Fine. Sweetheart, I wish you'd let me get you something to drink.
I don't want anything, thanks.
So what happened out there?
I'm not sure.
Okay, if you'd rather not talk about
No,
it...
sweetheart, I'm not sure. I know that I hate Julian, but usually I don't let that hatred get to me. You know that.
I do know that. That's why I'm so concerned.
But when he bumped into me, something inside of me just snapped.
There has to be some reason beyond your normal hatred of him. Something specific?
There wasn't. I mean, the hatred, it just took over me. I couldn't control myself. I couldn't stop it. I wanted to rip him apart. I wanted to choke the life out of him.
TC, don't say that.
It's the evil.
What?
What did you say, Grace?
It's the evil that's come to Harmony.
Evil.
It's tearing lives apart.
Grace, I'm really not sure I'm following you here.
It's here. The angel warned me. She told me that terrible things are going to happen. And they are.
Angel.
Look what's happened to Charity. Look what's happened to Charity.
Sweetheart, did you give her a sedative or something?
Trust me. It's here. And it is going to wreak havoc on our lives until something stops it. Oh, believe me, evil is here.
It's not that we don't believe you, Grace.
We just look at things from a different perspective.
Oh, as a doctor, I have to try and look for a scientific explanation.
Well, then what is your explanation for TC trying to kill Julian?
Well, I know that TC's hatred for Julian goes back a long way, for as long as I've known him. Can't say for sure why.
Listen, I would rather we not talk about him, okay? You have no idea what this man is capable of. You've never had to associate with someone as vile as him. And I would do everything in my power to make sure that you never do. Julian Crane is the most corrupt individual I have ever met in my life. And if I ever got proof that he interfered with my family in any way, or if he ever tried to hurt you in any way, I'd kill him. And who would blame me?